Alright, so we're here, or I'm here I should say, Dartmoor again. Look at how glorious it is today though, in absolute comparison to the last time I was out. 3 tours today, Middling Great Staple and Coxtor if all things go according to plan. I'm parked up at Pork Hill car park, right at the bottom of the first tour. And that's kind of between, I guess, Tavistock and Princetown. So about 7.7 mile day today if all things go according to plan, and I'm going to film the whole thing, I think, on the DJI just to see how I get on with that on a long-term basis. So let's get cracking. So first mix up for the day. Halfway up to Coxtor and realise I should be not going up there just yet according to my route plan, but nevertheless. So I'm just taking a little turn off to the right, and I think I'm heading towards Middle Staple now. Going to go up to Middle Staple, back down again, and then traverse all the way around the back of the hill that Coxtor is at the top of, and see how we get on. I might go up to Coxtor. It might just be a two tour day today, because it's so close to the car park and the road. It is pretty busy. According to Garmin Watch weather, it's only 11 degrees, but as you can see, not much cloud around, and not much of a breeze, so actually feels quite a lot warmer than that. I've got 2 litres of water with me, which should be absolutely plenty for this amount of time, but I've also got the soya squeeze with me. If I run out, I can collect some water out of a trough or a puddle, or I'm lucky, the river. Alright, well, onwards and very casually upwards. What an absolute tit box I am. So when I was plotting the route, I must have put an extra couple of clicks in, and it's guided me to this point here as this is all trails, by the way, that's I'm struggling to look at, and I'm not convinced it's the best thing out there. So it's guided me to this as a stop point, the end of the walk, which is in the middle of nothing really. So let's try that one again. I'm going to go back down to the junction of Coxtor and the car park, and cut this bit out of the route. We're going to go up to Coxtor, round the back, and we're going to come round the back to this sort of area again, and we're going to hit Roos Tour and Middle Staple and Merivale Quarry, I believe, in that order. So Coxtor maybe not, but anyway, it's a lovely day for it, even though I am messing up a little bit. I rushed out the door this morning as well without looking at the map properly, so it's my own fault, but back down the hill we go, and let's get started properly. Nice little warm up. What I have had a chance to see though by taking that wrong turn is this beautiful little natural spring. Look, it comes out from just underneath those two rocks there. Look, what a stunning sight. Okay, so take two. Ha! What a div. So down there's the car park where the van is. Up there's Rockstar. That's where we've just done a wrong un. Over there's Roos in the far distance, and Middle Staples, Middle Staples, that one I think, and that's Great Staple, and Roos is behind it. So we are going to go. We're not going to bother with Rockstar today because we've messed, or I've messed up. So we're going to go this way, all the way around the back, over there to Roos, Middle Staple, and then over the back to Merivale Quarry. Then I think we're coming back along the road, but that's not too bad. I've got a high-vis jacket and stuff, so I should be okay. Right, let's get this thing started properly, shall we? Okay, there's the other side of Rockstar. She's a big un, or he's a big un, or they're a big un. Loads of rocks up there, look. A few sheep living their best life. And that's the view, look. I'm guessing that's Tavistock down there. Probably Plymouth over there somewhere. Anyway, so the reason why I'm filming on the DJI and not on the Canon is that obviously you'll have seen in one of my previous videos that the microphone that I purchased, well, any microphone that you purchase won't work with the Canon because there's no audio input, which is a massive kick in the dick, to be honest. I'll link that video up here somewhere, wherever they go. So it tells you about that. I might get it out later. I have found a stick-on dead cat, which I'll link in the description, just to check out the wind noise, but like I say, it's pretty calm today. Let's see what it's like when we get nearer the top of the Tors. There's a bit of a breeze coming in from Tavistock way, but yeah, so also I need a bit more practice with the DJI. If anybody's got any tips or tricks that I don't know about, do pop them in the comments. They're a great camera. I've also stuck one of the dead cats on the top of this. Like I said before, the thing that I do miss about the Canon is the zoom, and that's you know, a bit of a pain for creating content. If you can't zoom in to show you guys things, then what's the point? Anyway, so we finally got the all trails sorted. My Garmin watch is now playing games. I'm having all sorts of technical difficulties today. I put a new battery in the Canon this morning, and as I got out of the car, switched the camera on, and apparently the battery's dead, so that's a bit weird. I'll check that out if I stop. But what a day. It doesn't really matter about any of that technical bullshit when you're out here. Look at it. Blue skies, a little bit of cloud, Tors, gorse, and just all round beautiful scenery. The other thing I should add is that it's not raining. You can see that obviously, but more of the point is it's pretty solid and dry underfoot. I've been away for about a week, and when I left it was ridiculously hideous weather. The onslaught of like relentless rain, winds, all sorts. And I've come back to pretty much bright sunshine. Talking to a few people, it's been like this with maybe a couple of little light showers for the last 3 or 4 days, 4 days maybe. So bring it on. I'll take as much of this as you can throw at me. Also, it's good to get used to the heat because I'm going to be away in sunnier climes later in the year, in the States, and I'm hoping to do some. I'm going to be working with the Killers again, and I'm hoping to do some hiking and hopefully some camping, like backpacking trips in between. Excuse me, sorry, I'm navigating a few stumbly bits. Don't quite know what happened there. Sorry. So yeah, I'm hoping to do some backpacking trips in between the gambling and the shows, which might give you a clue as to where I might end up. So anyway, that's enough rambling from Rambling Rockstar. I've just come across a small track, so I just need to find out which way I'm going. I'm pretty sure I'll carry on going straight, but anyway, catch up with you in a little while. Well, that was an absolute leg pumper. Hope you can hear me. It's a bit breezy up here now. Like I say, I do have a dead cat on the DJI. Hopefully that's working. Wow, yeah, that was just walked up from Harrogrove through a farmer's field with a couple of sheep and a few calves in it actually, and looked like a mother cow. I'm now in another field full of sheep. You might even be able to hear them, but this is the back end of Coxtor. It seems to be massive, Coxtor. I've got to check it out on the map, see if it's in the Dartmoor wild camping area, because it's so big. Well, it seems to be so big. I wonder if there's like, it's probably not a bad shout to camp at actually, because there probably is a few places to choose from. But anyway, yeah, let me turn you around and I'll show you. So this is the back of Coxtor, like I said. Yeah, hopefully it's within the camping area, and then it might be a good shout because it's so close to a car park. Well, I guess that's a double-edged sword. Means it will be more popular than everywhere else. Right over there in the distance, there's some more stunning scenery. It's pretty much farmland around here, but there's another tour over there. You can see a few friendly sheep. Oh look, baby lambs. Well, not baby lambs, lambs, I guess. So yeah, gonna get on and get back into the sunshine, I think. Well, I'm not sure whether we're combining fun and exercise, or whether we're just ploughing through the day. Okay, up we go. I mean, it's not that much of an up. We came from round the back of that there. Again, Coxtor seems to go on forever. Don't know if you can see it all the way down there in the distance. That's the car park where I am parked. So we're going to go up to Great Staple, over to Roos, which may or may not be that one there. I can't quite make it out. It could be in between the two. And then back past Great Staple, down to Middle Staple, and then down there in the valley is Merivale Quarry. Right then, here we are at Great Staple Tour. Another tour bag, tea bag, tour bag. It's a pretty cool one actually. Some nice shots to be had. And I'm just gonna scope it out for a bit of future wild camping. It seems to be quite a lot of boulders here. I don't know whether that's how it works for all of them, or just some are worse than others. Doesn't seem to be loads of flat space on this area, but we'll have a little nose around. But like I say, some pretty good looking formations and some nice photography to be had if you've got a camera that works. Anyway, sun shining still, and so we're going to head over to Roos over there, and then back over here, and then, like I say, Middle Staple over there. But look at it, pretty good looking. Yeah, glad I'm here, grateful to be able to make it up the top here to take in such beautiful countryside. Soppy tart, aren't I? Alright, so here we are, Roos tour, tour 2, two tours, second tour. Anyway, here's the view. This Great Staple where we just came from. Oh, excuse me, I'm getting old. There's Great Staple where we came from. We're going to go back over that way and over the top. One of these, I think it might be that there. The big one on its own there is called Logan's Stone. Logan's Stone or Loganstone. Can't quite figure out on the map what that is. Great Mistor Basin, perhaps, or something like that. Anyway, right, back over there, Middle Staple, and then Quarry. All right, so Great Staple behind us, and turning around, giant Coxtor, massive Coxtor, and heading for Middle Staple. Final tour of the day, the third tour for Tree Tour Thursday. Shout out Jennifer Quinn. I'm going to be fast because there's a lot of people around. Here we are at Middle Staple Tour. There's a few nice flat spots for wild camping. A few more up the top there because it's a much bigger tour at Great Staple. But for now, let's just have a little mooch about, shall we? Most of the dog walkers are past now, so let's have a little look round the tour, shall we? There's a couple of spots that might be alright for a tent, or a tarp obviously. Depends how exacting you are. Oh, look at that. Little hole in the wall. Okay, so no sooner were we back on track, but we're off track again. Alright, well, back up the hill just a couple of metres and a little deviation to the right and off to the quarry. If we'd carry on going down that way, we could have got back, but we would have missed the quarry. But we would have seen little staple tour. So, not the end of the world. Anyway, I'm going to look at the map and make sure I'm not going to make another up of the directions. It's been that day today. So there's the quarry. Not sure I'd want to be swimming in it. Well, not today anyway. Looks like you can get in there, but maybe that's for another day when it's a bit warmer. Don't know, I'd have to check out down there by the gate, see if there's any signs up to say no entry, but there's a life ring in the floating around in there, and I've just seen there's a couple of ducks over there as well. So not terribly inviting, but I kind of like. I'm going to have a little think about that, maybe another day. I've just freaked myself out thinking about that while I was swimming. I can't remember if it was a children's story or like Stig at a Dump or something. Those of you that are as old as me and old enough to remember Stig of the Dump, I'm sure there was something where there was like maybe some sort of possessed machinery, I don't know, like a JCB digger sort of big old thing that came out of the water in some disused quarry. I don't know, let me know in the comments below if you remember anything like that. Yeah, I mean, unlikely there's going to be sharks in there, but I also am not keen on being a accosted by a JCB, having my leg trapped in that jaws. Anyway, don't know, maybe I'm making it up, maybe it was a crazy sort of like fever dream I had when I was 6, who knows. Anyway, so we are just on the corner now of, that's the little track that leads to the quarry. I'm going to check that out actually, because that might lead further on. I've seen in some people's videos that there's a track round here that leads you to some of the bits and pieces. Summit or Nothing, shout out Trev and Nath from Summit or Nothing. What you up to? Where you at? Haven't seen or heard from you guys on YouTube for a while. So anyway, we're just approaching the road here now. I'm going banging on a bit. So just approaching the road. I'll probably put you away until I get back to the van. Should be back in the van in about a mile or so, maybe just under. Anyway, see you there. Alright, back at the car park. Tell you what is a win though. That thing. Get in my face. Anyway, try not to get run over. Right, leaving the car park. So I'm gonna get this pack off, get my comfy shoes on, have an ice cream and get back home because I've got meetings. Boring. You don't need, sorry, I've got meetings, you don't need to know that, but boring. Anyway, thanks for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Scenery was beautiful, lovely day today, and got to check out some spots for potential wild camps. Definitely won't be the last time I'm in this area. Just behind me there is sort of King's Tor and a load of standing stones, but so yeah, I want to check those out at some point. But for now, like I say, thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up, give us a subscribe, and tell all your friends how much of an idiot I am. Alright, peace out and be safe out there. Lots of love, yeah? See you soon.